Deep in the depths of the sea, a discovery was made about 120 years ago that began to shake up historical science, technology, and even our understanding of the past. It wasn't just an old shipwreck. It was a technological marvel that was made more than 2,000 years ago, but still baffles scientists today. In 1901, off the coast of Greece, near the island of Antikythera, some divers found a strange metal object among the remains of an ancient ship. At first, they thought it was just a rusty piece of iron, but upon closer inspection, they realized that it was no ordinary thing. The rusty piece of iron was actually the remains of an ancient mechanism, the Antikythera Mechanism. This device is considered one of the most amazing examples of ancient Greek technology. But why was this device so unusual? Because this mechanism could calculate the movements of the sun and the moon, and even the timing of eclipses. In other words, about 200 years before our era, a device existed that worked as accurately as today's most sophisticated astronomical instruments. Imagine, at that time there was no electricity, no computers, but this mechanism was designed in such a way that the copper gears and wheels inside, it moved like a modern clock mechanism. It showed the position of the sun and moon in the sky, and also followed the ancient Greek calendar, and could even predict the dates of the Olympic Games. This was not just a device, but a kind of ancient astronomical computer. But how? The existence of such complex technology at that time is scientifically shocking. Many scientists did not believe it. When they saw this mechanism, some even called it a fake. But upon closer examination, it turned out that the device was natural and original. Scientific research has shown that the development of this mechanism required a high level of knowledge of ancient Greek mathematics, astronomy, and mechanical engineering. But who developed this device? How was it that such a delicate and complex mechanism appeared at that time, but no one could repeat such technology for centuries after that? What was the purpose of this mechanism? These questions still remain unanswered. Perhaps the Antikythera mechanism only tells us about great scientific knowledge and lost civilizations that have been forgotten in history.
Inside the mechanism were about 30 copper gears. Yes, not just 30, but more. How were these gears, each of which was precisely calculated and perfectly matched to each other, made thousands of years ago? It was like an ancient version of today's precise clock mechanisms. The gears interlocked seamlessly and allowed the device to rotate, allowing it to calculate the positions of the sun, moon, and possibly planets. It is incredible that such a complex mechanical system existed at that time. In addition, the device displayed several calendar systems on the back. It contained both the Greek calendar and special calculations, designed for longer periods. Scientifically, the Antikythera mechanism acted as both an astronomical and a calendar mechanism. The most interesting thing is that there were various inscriptions and explanations in ancient Greek on the mechanism. These inscriptions explained how to use the device, which dial showed what. This means that the mechanism was used not only as a scientific instrument, but also as a practical device in everyday life. But who created this mechanism? Many scientists believe that it is the work of Archimedes and scientists of his time. Archimedes was a pioneer in the field of mathematics and mechanics, and there are records that he created such mechanisms. Other theories claim that this device is a relic of an older and lost civilization. Some researchers believe that the creation of the Antikythera mechanism could be the work of secret scientists with higher technology. Even the existence of such a complex device has given rise to theories of alien technology. But this is a very controversial topic. Most importantly, the Antikythera mechanism was technologically advanced about 1,000 years ahead of its time. In other words, the existence of this device creates a great paradox in history. Research on the Antikythera mechanism has been going on for over a century, but not all the secrets of this mysterious device have yet been revealed. No matter how much science has advanced, many questions about why, how, and by whom this ancient mechanism was made remain unanswered. The most widely accepted theory is that this device was created in 100 BC. However, the level of this technology is far ahead of the level of science reported in historical sources. This leads us to a great mystery. Is it possible for a science that is out of date, forgotten, or hidden? In addition, only one copy of the Antikythera mechanism has been found. Why haven't other such devices been found? Could it be a secret tool used by a very limited number of people? Some scientists believe that this mechanism was a device specially designed for elite scientists or ruling circles.
This mystery is still not fully revealed. Subscribe for more videos like this.